She thought I'd wait forever until she realized I was gone. "You'll always love me, right?" She used to say that with a teasing smile, like it was a fact. Like no matter what she did, I'd always be there, and for a long time. She was right, I loved her. Through the ups and downs, through the distance she started creating, through the changes I tried to ignore. I thought we were unbreakable until the day I found out the truth. She wasn't just pulling away. She wasn't just needing space. She had found someone else. But even then, she wasn't afraid of losing me. She thought I'd fight for her, that I'd beg that I'd stay no matter how badly she treated me. Instead, I walked away. No words, no second chances. No looking back, she thought I'd always be there. A year later, she realized she was wrong. The day I found out about her betrayal, she expected a reaction. Maybe she thought I'd yell. Maybe she thought I'd demand answers. Maybe she even thought I'd fight for her. But I didn't. I simply stood up, grabbed my keys and walked out. No argument, no goodbye. She called that night, I ignored it. She texted, I left it on read. She tried reaching out to my friends. They had nothing to tell her because I was done. I packed my things, left the city, and started over without her for an entire year. I never looked back, meanwhile. She lived her life believing I was still there, somewhere in the background. That one day when she was ready, she could come back to me. But she was wrong, and a year later, she finally realized it at first. She thought I was just giving her space. She assumed I was angry that I just needed time. That eventually I'd come back. But weeks passed, then months. And I never called, I never checked in. I never looked back, meanwhile. Her life was falling apart. The man she betrayed me for, he left her the excitement of her new life. It didn't last the security of knowing I'd always be there gone. For the first time, she started to panic because she didn't just lose a relationship. She lost the one person who truly loved her. And now, after a year of silence, she finally realized what she had done. That's when she decided she had to find me. It started with a simple message, a number I didn't recognize. "Hey, can we talk?" I stared at the screen, my chest tightening. I didn't need to check who it was. I knew a year ago those words would have shattered me. A year ago, I would have dropped everything just to hear her voice. But now they meant nothing. I could have ignored it. I could have blocked her number and continued living my new life, but instead I typed a simple reply, "Why?" Seconds later, the dots appeared. She was typing, I need to see you, please." I almost laughed. The same woman who thought I'd always be there was now the one chasing after me. I didn't owe her anything, but a part of me wanted to see her face, to see the regret, the pain, the realization that she lost me forever. So against my better judgment, I agreed to meet her. The cafe was quiet when I walked in. She was already there, sitting in the back, fingers wrapped around a cup of coffee. She wasn't drinking. She looked up the moment I walked in, and I saw it. The regret, she looked different. Not the confident, carefree woman who once told me she needed space number. Now she looked tired. Her eyes were hollow, dark circles beneath them. She looked like she hadn't slept in days, like she had spent a long time living with her regret. I sat down across from her, waiting. "You look good," she said softly. Forcing a weak smile, I smirked. "I know..." Her smile faltered. "I've missed you." She whispered, her voice shaky. "I think about you every single day." I leaned back, arms crossed. "Really, because when I walked out that door, you didn't seem to care." She flinched. Tears welled up in her eyes. "I made a mistake," she admitted. "I thought I wanted something else. But when you left, I realized I had thrown away the best thing in my life." She reached across the table, her fingers trembling. "Please," she whispered. "Tell me there's still a chance." And for the first time I smiled, because I finally knew she was drowning in the regret she created. I let her sit there waiting for my answer. Her once confident eyes were now filled with desperation. She thought I'd say something to undo the past. That maybe I still held on to hope, but I had nothing left to give her. I finally leaned forward, resting my hands on the table. "You thought I'd always be here," I said calmly. Her breath hitched. "She knew what was coming, I know," she whispered, tears slipping down her face. But I didn't realize what I was losing. I exhaled slowly, shaking my head. "That's the problem," I said. "You only realized my worth when I was gone, and now it's too late." Her face crumbled. She opened her mouth to say something, to beg, to plead, to fight for me, but I was already standing up. I pulled out some cash, tossed it on the table, and met her gaze one last time. "Take care of yourself," I said simply, and then just like I did a year ago, I walked away, but this time she was the one left behind. She didn't chase after me. She didn't call my name. She just sat there frozen, watching as I walked out of her life for the second time. But this time she knew there was no coming back. As I stepped outside, the cool night air hit my face, but I felt nothing but relief. For a long time, I had wondered what I would say if I ever saw her again. But now, I realized I had already said everything I needed to say by leaving, because sometimes the best revenge isn't anger. It isn't screaming or proving a point. It's simply moving on. And as I walked into my new life, I knew one thing for sure: she would spend the rest of hers regretting the day she let me go. Final message to the audience: if someone betrays you, don't beg. Don't fight, just walk away. And when they realize what they lost, let them drown in their own regret. Like and subscribe for more engaging stories.